Jesse Livermore's Methods of Trading in Stocks. Jesse Livermore, interviewed by Richard D. Wyckoff. Narrated by Jason Mccoy. Copyright 2012 by BN Publishing. Online at bnpublishing.com. Preface. The material presented here first appeared as a continuing series of articles in the Magazine of Wall Street. They were obtained through exclusive interviews with Jesse Livermore by R.D. Wyckoff at the time when Livermore was the single most formidable factor in the market. After being lost for many years, these interviews are now brought together for the first time under the covers of a book. Meet the market's greatest trader. Every class in organized society or organized industry has its leaders, its conspicuous figures, who combine in the fullest sense the attributes of their particular class. These leaders are not selected by popular vote. They are not selected at all. They reach the highest ranks through their own individual efforts, battling their way against whatever odds appear, redoubling their efforts when the inevitable setbacks occur. Some of these leaders get there, as the saying goes, more quickly than others. Some rise by more brilliant tactics. But irrespective of how long it takes any of them to arrive, they no sooner definitely do arrive than their fame spreads almost like flashes of light into every nook and cranny of the reading world. An enterprising press, incessantly on the lookout for new idols to set before the public, does the trick. The secretive operator. The press, which has made the achievements of these leaders common property, has, in nearly every case, done the same thing with their methods, their principles, and beliefs. To feed the public's insatiable interest in these men's innermost views, their opinions have been demanded on nearly every controversial question under the sun, and in some cases obtained. Scarcely one of them has kept himself to himself, even among the very few who so desired. There are exceptions to every rule, however, and there is a glaring exception to this one. For the man who towers head and shoulders above all others in one particular field, the man who is almost the sole leader of that field, has successfully evaded publicity in the past and has kept himself very definitely to himself. This man's reticence has been all the more impressive because of the nature of the field he dominates, one which interests a far greater section of the public than any other, and one in which far greater numbers actively participate. He is the one man in the one field that most people would rather hear talk than anybody else. The field referred to is that of active speculation in securities. The dominant leader of the field, as everybody knows, is Jesse L. Livermore. A Titanic operator. Livermore started trading in securities when he was 14 years old. He made his first 1,000 when a mere boy. He has practiced every device known to the active speculator, studied every speculative theory, and dealt in about every active security listed on the New York Stock Exchange. He has piled up gigantic fortunes from his commitments, lost them, digested, started all over again, and piled up new fortunes. He has changed his market position in the twinkling of an eye, sold out thousands of shares of long stock, and gone short of thousands of shares more on a decision which required reading only the one word "but" in a lengthy ticker statement. If his later experiences were not enough to catch the public fancy, Livermore would have won it by his greatest feat of all, beating the bucket shops. Beating the cheaters, in fact, was Livermore's pet plan after things had gone against him, and he was forced to start anew on a small lot basis. He consents to an interview. Until of late, Livermore has maintained absolute silence when questioned about his past operations. Perhaps it was because he did not want to lead the casual, poorly prepared investor into the arena where only master students survived. It is not his custom to brag about himself, but no doubt he felt that the methods worked out at the cost of a lifetime of battering, courage-straining effort were not lightly to be tossed into the amateur's lap. Mr. Livermore's willingness to be interviewed by me and to be quoted has been in part influenced by the work I have done in the past in shedding light on Wall Street's ways, Wall Street's men, their theories and methods, and real educational work which has led to more intelligent operating methods being employed by the public. On the eve of departure,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?